Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. I'm Brad.
I'm Miguel.
Happy Saturday night. I'm so sorry we're coming to you late. My son, who is just under, not to place any blame, but my son, who is just under just over 4 weeks old, which is nuts, could not get him to go to sleep. So turns out he was hungry again. Because that's all they do is
massive
all the time. But it's okay.
Hey,
so,
you know what? This is all the golden years for them. So
it is. It's awesome.
Live it,
I love it, man.
Love it. Yeah,
I absolutely love it. But you know what else I don't love?
Wait, what?
Is maybe the most mediocre movie in the entire franchise, and it was supposed to be the one that kind of capped things off and kind of brought it home, and it just brought home a big old turd in the toilet. Really, is all it did. So, but I thought so. Let me kind of explain the way things were going to work. So, originally, the idea for tonight's show was to do a Classics Revisited on Twister, and we were going to watch Twister live on the show together, had the thumbnail made, had the episode scheduled and everything, but I had it scheduled about a week ago prior to it really is. That's a pretty dope picture. I'm not gonna lie. I love the art. And the kind of the idea behind that was like, oh, you know, it's the beginning of spring. We just have the first week of spring. We've already had a couple of stormy days here in Kentucky, so it's like, okay, it just makes sense because it's, you know, I'm also kind of a weather nerd. A lot of people don't know that, except for people that are close to me. Like I'm kind of a weather freak. You said
that as if like you were gonna surprise like, you know, the millions of people that are watching us right now. Yeah, nobody knows.
My Twitter accounts are split up into like, which I'm mainly on the LTM podcast KY, like the show's Twitter account. But like that's all like my movie stuff, and then my entire personal one, which I never tweet anything, and it's a locked account. But I just follow nothing but like storm chasers and meteorologists and stuff like that.
It's
like,
called
that's all I do.
At BraddySaxy.com, and yeah, give him a follow.
That sounds like an OnlyFans. That doesn't sound like a Twitter.
Hey guys, check out his OnlyFans too. Oh my god.
Yeah, we could do that. We could start a Let's Talk Movies OnlyFans. I don't know what the hell we put on it, but
I guess our vids. Sure, why not? I mean, yeah, pay to see our shit.
You know what's funny is like because everything is these promoted, like, you know, you pay money to get a promoted ad or whatever nowadays. But like one of the ones I see the most, oddly enough, and I've never been on OnlyFans in my life, but like the only thing that I ever see is promoted OnlyFans stuff, but it's never sexual OnlyFans content. It's like so and so is selling pictures of exotic birds, like, or it's photography, or it's something like obscure, like I don't know. It's never anything like models and
you mean
and
like
sexual content.
What it's actually supposed to be used for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you never see it in that context. It's just funny how like it's supposed to be like that, and that's what they're pushing on all of their targeted ads. Yet, anytime somebody mentions OnlyFans, you know,
I think that was
a
COVID thing, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think during month like 3 into like the pandemic, where like everybody was locked down. I think that's when like OnlyFans started like really kicking off because. I don't know. Like a couple of my friends would just end up just, you know, like saying like, "Hey, you got OnlyFans." And I'm
starting
like,
an OnlyFans.
I went to high school with you. No, I'm saying no. So like, I remember seeing those a lot, and I was like, "What is going on? What is this OnlyFans thing?" Because I thought it was like just like, you know, like an Instagram. You know, those like swipe up to like answer a question thing, ask me anything kind of thing.
Yeah, the anonymous.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was, because Snapchat had that stuff too, and I was like, okay, cool. But then, like, one day I swiped up and I was like, yep, I know exactly what this is now. So I just said, nope, I'm done. I went to high school with you, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole thing, but I don't know why I see that constantly. But
well,
all of that to say,
because we are creators.
I don't know how we
now. We are creators, and they're giving us a platform. So check us out next week on OnlyFans.
All of that to say, I don't know how we really diverged from there. All of that to say that we were going to watch Twister, but unfortunately, I scheduled this last week prior to last night's devastating events in Mississippi and Alabama, and I called Miguel this morning and I was like, I don't know if in good conscience we can sit and like
It sucks
have
when
fun
the movie
watching
we
this
want to
movie
talk about is
when
kind
this
of
is
problematic
like,
right
going
now.
on.
Yeah.
And I feel so much for those people, and like I said, that's where I was going with the weather thing. Is I follow so many of these people,
we diverged.
and a lot of these storm chasers were just like absolutely horrified by what they saw last night. So I mean, our thoughts go out to every single person who was in the path of those storms. And I was actually trying to find a link or a lot of times the texting codes or things like that where you can donate or help send aid or something in any way. I couldn't find anything like that for this one. So I don't know if maybe I don't know. I'll have to find that. If I do find that, I'll make a separate video and I'll try to say, hey, if you want to donate to all of that stuff. I think they're still trying to coordinate things from what I can tell, like what is going where. I think I was looking on the Red Cross page, the Mississippi Red Cross page, and they were, I think this was on Twitter, they had posted if you're near the area, they have a place where you can donate like cases of water and canned food and things like that. So it's at a fairgrounds, I believe, in Rolling Hill, I believe is what it's called, the town. Forgive me, I'm forgetting that. But thoughts and prayers go out to those people. So that's why we're not watching Twister. But I thought, you know what? Let's just keep the train rolling.
Let's finish this out properly.
Let's just do it. This is the last official sequel before we get to Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and then also to the remake, the 2010 remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street, and then we're done. And then Elm Street's over. We've made it through every single Elm Street film until hopefully something happens in the next couple of years, because Freddy has been deader than a doornail for really since 2010.
Yeah.
He's been kind of down for the count. We haven't gotten
2010?
anything.
Is that when
2010? Yeah,
really
that's when that was the last Elm Street film.
That was 23 years ago. Wow. Who would have thought?
2010 was 23 years ago.
Yeah. I didn't math.
You failed
there.
math in high school, didn't you?
I didn't. Oh, I could flame this guy for an hour back in college.
Nobody can talk about. Yeah,
I'm gonna let that slide.
Thanks. He's showing mercy on me. I don't know
Just
if I
like
can
English
put
right
into words. Me and math is a wonderful thing. I think Jack Black at School of Rock. Math is a really cool thing. So get off your act and do some math. Math.
And you think?
Anyways, let's see who's in the chat. The Hatchet Boys, what's going on, man? No screaming when the bus is in motion. In the chat.
Is that it too? Is that like
that? Yeah, that's a quote.
That's good.
That's a Freddy's Dead quote. Yeah. Tyler's movie reviews. What's going on, man? Dig the profile picture. Yo, boys, what's up? What's going on, Tyler? Rosalia is in the chat. What's going on, Rosalia?
Hello.
Rosie, we're doing great tonight. Sorry we're getting a late start, but this is gonna be a fun one. Miguel's love of his life, Sierra's in the chat. What's up, Sierra? We love you. And then Hunter Iggy brings up a big one that I actually just saw maybe 10 minutes ago. Again, I've been trying to get my kid to sleep for an hour, but Jonathan Major was arrested for strangulation and like some other domestic things. Like
it was an attack.
But he's saying his lawyer said he didn't do anything, that he never touched anybody. I don't know. I don't know. Last time I checked, Rex Orange County got charged too, and he came out innocent. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one until I hear more evidence. So, yeah. Oh my God! As soon as I literally said that, Bradley Villanacci got kicked out of the podcast. It's fine, guys. Well, Iggy, yeah, that was some really hardcore stuff because I saw it on my phone. And as we're gonna wait clearly for Brad to get back in, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
I thought Brad just didn't like my fucking opinion or something like that.
No, I went to swipe down to the next comment, and then suddenly I was looking at the home screen on StreamYard, and I was like, oh. So at least it doesn't end the stream when that happens. and like
I
you can
mean, that's
continue doing,
true. I
I don't
mean,
know.
every time you've done something like that, I always think to myself, because it just zooms into me, and I'm just like, wow, well, here we go, guys. Get a load of my feelings.
No, but yeah, I mean, I obviously hope that he didn't do anything. Although, I mean, I don't know.
I'm keeping my mouth shut till
I
more
don't know.
stuff comes out. So yeah,
Yeah,
I hope it works out. Because I mean, if that's the case, I mean, the MCU's this phase of MCU is kind of fucking dead in water. If you ask
I
me.
know. I hope that what I was about to say before the internet kicked me off was that I hope that we're not getting into another Ezra Miller situation with Marvel,
But here's the
where it's
difference:
like
Ezra
an
Miller wasn't
important
that
character.
popping. I know. So that's what's.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll find out. It sucks.
Yeah.
It really does. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope we're not. I hope that's not about to happen. But so let's talk Freddy's Dead, released September 13th, 1991. So we'd made it through 5 films. And again, New Line Cinema had become the house that Freddy built. And it had been known for those 5 films, for Freddy's nightmares, for making him a pop culture icon. But Bob Shea, if you go back and watch the Never Sleep Again documentary, Bob Shea even says, he's like, we were out of ideas. Like, and we tried to, not say that, but he was like, we all kind of had to come to the realization. It was like, okay, all right, it's over. Like, it's time. Like, we need to end it. We got to do something here because Fred, it's time to end it. So, think about it from their perspective too, from a business perspective. Wouldn't you want to focus on other things?
Like I said,
Even if
1991, like a lot of the horror genre was kind of dying out, if you ask me.
well, the craze was dying out. I think the quality had substantially gone down.
Is Johnny Depp in this movie?
Yeah, he reprised as a cameo in it. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, it was his first film. It was it was a movie that made him. And,
Tom Arnold's in this. That's so funny.
yeah. My problem with this is the story is terrible. I don't really like Freddy's makeup at all or his look in this film. The way that the way that he goes out is just like, why? Like there could have been such cooler ways to kill Freddy Krueger for good than what they ended up doing. Like it's one of those movies that it's just really poorly written. Yeah, and Miguel's never seen this, so this is Miguel's very first time watching Freddy's Dead as well. But it just, there were some other ideas, I guess, and in a way they wanted to expand on Freddy's mythology. Peter Jackson actually started writing like an entire treatment to this film, which is kind of cool. I'm a big Peter Jackson fan. Yes. But even Robert's portrayal of Freddy, like it wasn't even just the makeup that was kind of iffy in this film. He literally compared him to Bugs Bunny. Like some of the mannerisms and some of the things, it's very, what's up, Doc? Like it's so overly goofy, but Rachel Talalay, who directed it, she wanted it to be goofy. She purposely wanted to lean into the comical, fun side of things because that's what Freddy had become at this point. Even if they tried to do something scarier, even if they tried to do something a little bit scarier with Part 5, but somebody had the brilliant idea to put this thing in 3D, which, if you think about the time period, 1991.
Are we gonna get a lot of 3D moments in this movie?
I mean, 1991. Let's be real. The 3D stuff had not
really picked up at that point.
The tech wasn't there.
Yeah.
It wasn't there to
Like,
be
back
able to
then-
really, really like do it justice.
Yeah, back
So-
then it was like it wasn't even like the ones we have now, because back then it was like the red and blue, or what was it? Red and blue? Was it red and blue or red and green? You had the red and like blue glasses.
Yep.
That you had to wear, like those.
Yeah.
that was like real 3D. Like,
Well,
that was like
the-
old timey 3D right there.
One of the first physical releases of the film came with a set of glasses in the pack. And like those sealed packages go for a hell of a lot of money.
Now, I'm sure, yeah.
Slasher Fred, what's up, man? You are exactly right. Said, I read that the movie was going to include an elderly Freddy who had lost his powers, and the kids of Springwood were now hooked on some kind of a drug which they were using to beat him up in his lair. Yeah, So that was Peter. I mentioned earlier Peter Jackson wrote a treatment for it. I don't know if it was a full script or a treatment, but Peter Jackson's story would have been that Freddy was kind of old and losing his powers, and kids would literally fall asleep on purpose. They would take sleeping pills on purpose just to go kick Freddy's ass inside of the dream world to beat him up.
I mean, that's pretty funny. If you ask
Like a
me.
bully situation. And
Whoa, are they
one
trying
day,
to make it so bad for Freddy?
I don't know. And one day he just got sick of it, and he finally found the power to get one of the kids, and that's when it slowly starts to build. He gets his power back because, of course, Freddy feeds off of fear and you being afraid of him. So, but yeah, that definitely almost happened. And then, of course, they decided to go with this version. But
Yeah,
Trackopedia, huh?
I was just checking out the 3D glasses, dog. Those look ridiculous because it's red and blue, and you can see the Freddy's dead on the side. Yeah, those were something. Those definitely were something.
Yeah. Trackopedia, what's up, man? I love the movie, but it felt like they were treading water until they could get to the inevitable Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, I kind of think that too. And but the thing is, though, we got Freddy's dead, and then we got
we got
Jason Goes to Hell. But then Freddy vs. Jason was in development hell for years after that. Mm-hmm. And people kind of lost interest. And then when they finally announced Freddy vs. Jason, and they did, and the marketing for that film was incredible. I mean, they did it like a boxing match between them, and like it was nuts. So like when it finally, when that finally came, it was almost like the hype would have been so much more, I think, if it would have been like sequential, like back to back to back. But, what are you going to do? I kind of agree with you about the treading water thing. Oh no, Hatchet said my internet keeps crashing. I hope you can get that fixed, man. So let's do this.
You're not down south, are you, in the United States?
Yeah, I hope you're not near any of that, man. I hope
you're being safe.
Yeah. It felt like I was the only one back in the day who was like, I want to see Freddy versus Jason, and others were like, man, okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people wanted to see it. I just think that they took too long. I think that the hype had kind of died down for it.
So was that supposed to like come out like in the 90s?
Yeah, and it was supposed to be Robert Englund against Kane Hodder, but of course that didn't happen, and Ken Kernzinger, who ended up playing him in Freddy versus Jason, which Kane Hodder I think is still pretty ticked off about to this day that he didn't get to play Jason, because he was Jason at that point.
I don't know. Boy who did Jason and Freddy vs. Jason was pretty good. So
he was. He's not my least favorite Jason, I'll say that. Slasher Fred, there was a cable version that had some added scenes included at the beginning where we are first introduced to Maggie, alias Catherine's adoptive mother. Yeah, they did such weird stuff with Freddy's backstory in this one. Like, I don't know. We'll get into that. Again, Miguel hasn't seen it yet, so that's why I want to.
Yeah,
I want to throw him into the fire. Yeah. So let's do this, man. So we are paused. If you're gonna watch with us, obviously we can't put the movie up on the screen, but we are paused at 0 minutes and 0 seconds in the movie. We're watching on YouTube. For whatever reason, I told Miguel this earlier. I own all the Elm Streets on DVD. But for whatever reason, it's not working in my PS4, which is usually where I watch stuff. So it's working in a Blu-ray player, which is upstairs, but I would need it down here. So I don't know what the deal is. So I'm having to rent it on YouTube, but that's okay. So if you're going to watch, we're paused at 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Go ahead, get your copy ready. If you're listening after the fact, you can go ahead and pause us and, whatever else, but
do what you need to do.
Do whatever you need to do. Go dump one, do the dishes.
At the same time, please, for the love of God,
I can't think of it. As you're sitting on the toilet, bring a pot of water and just.
Bro, you literally just combine the weirdest things ever. But nonetheless, let's get ready, guys. I'm excited to watch this.
You could. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So let's go ahead and hop in. Miguel, are you ready for some Freddy's Dead?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. We are starting the final nightmare. Nightmare on Elm Street
really,
Part 6. Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. In 3, 2, 1, play.
I even think I got my... Can you hear my audio?
Nope.
Good.
I'm on the
I
New Line
finally,
Cinema thing.
I finally got that fixed. I am too. I finally got that fixed. I was like, bro, I don't know how to use a freaking Mac. I can already tell this is like not as serious.
Mm.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Frederick Nietzsche. Cool. That's funny.
Welcome to
Yeah,
prime time, bitch.
I love that. I have my hand. Promise me he'd set me free. No,
And of course, he gets top billing in this one.
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
Robert Englund got top billing.
as he should.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had.
Well,
I'm
let's
sure he
be
had a
real.
lot
It
more
was
time
about
in
him
the
at this point.
Yeah. 10 years from now. Yeah, this feels like a Nintendo game. You know what I mean? Where they like give you like the synopsis before the game starts.
Yeah. That's kind of cool, though. The remaining adults are experiencing mass psychosis because the kids are all dead and gone. And like that's kind of a cool concept. I will say that.
Oh my goodness.
Good luck. And we're all counting on you.
Yeah, right. Look, we're all counting on you.
Final Destination. I deadass thought that was going to be the ceiling caving in for like 2 seconds. I don't know why I thought that.
Did you? Bro, I tell you what though, the plane that they're in right now, it's like I think it's a Boeing 727 with like the 3 jets and the jet in the rear. Oh my God, talk about a shitty plane. Those things had a terrible track record back then. Oh my God, there's your timestamp for the decade. Just let you. There you go. There's your timestamp.
I'll say this one thing about this film that I do like is the scope does feel a little bit bigger, at least.
Like he's everywhere.
It doesn't. Yeah, and that's kind of one of the themes. Like, you know, there's a line coming up that I don't want to give away because it's maybe one of my favorite lines of the entire franchise. It's one of the best things Freddy ever says, but.
I got a feeling this old lady is going to end up being Freddy. And that silence, it really tells me.
She said, don't be a pussy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. I told you, terrible track record. What did he say?
Bro just got ejected from an airplane.
That's so funny. So was this a dream? It was. That's wild. Yep. Bro, who still sleeps with their khakis on? That's another level of weird. Oh, wait,
yeah.
no, they're not. Oh, those are full-blown jeans. Oh, my God.
That's an 80s teenager thing, though. I don't understand how anybody could sleep with jeans on. Like,
how is that an 80s teenager thing?
If you're on a couch, that's one thing.
Ask my dad. Have you ever slept in jeans?
If you're on a couch, that's one thing, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I think is this house falling? Oh, that's so cool. I'm not gonna lie, man.
It's a pretty cool opening sequence.
I kind of like these. Like, if the dreams are like this, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about them.
The trippy dream sequences.
Yeah, I love the trippy dream sequences. They're a lot more fun than you know than what we did in Freddy versus what was it?
Bro, you're not ready. You're not ready for where we've come.
That's so funny.
This is Freddy's world. We just live in it.
Yeah. Bro, can you imagine seeing that in 3D? Oh, here's a 3D moment right there. Yep. Oh, shit.
At this point, I feel like in part 1, I feel like Freddy actually wanted revenge at this point, but like by part 6, I feel like he's just having fun. Like he's just enjoying his time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It's like his golf outing. It's like he's going on a golf trip. Elm Street. I'll get you, my pretties. That's so
They brought back the original theme, which was cool. You could tell they were trying to wrap it in a bow, even if it was a very loosely bound bow. They were still trying to wrap it in some kind of a, some kind
I
of a
mean, I don't know,
conclusive
man. So far, this is my one of my favorite openings.
It is a cool opening. It is.
Yeah, it's got a strong opener.
1428.
Yeah.
You know what? Continuity-wise, I gotta say, Nancy's house always looked pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Unlike the Myers house, which changed in every movie and made zero sense.
That is very true.
Like in Halloween 5, when it's like this big gothic mansion thing, and it's like, when did it ever become that?
Magical media industries. Have you ever wondered if these studios like kind of like stayed after all these years?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You say this is like the worst. This is the worst one. I wonder if like the studios have stayed with the franchise. Like, would you say that's a thing that's actually happened? Like, that's such a fake fall right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you say so? Like the visual effects.
God, dude's been falling for 10 minutes.
I mean, at this point, yeah, we've been talking for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like he tried.
That was the longest fall. How long was that hill?
Right back up. However long.
You'd have at least a broken foot or something.
No, man. If you break your fall, for long enough, I guess you'd be fine.
It's a cool vibe.
I mean, it feels like you really do feel like you're in a dream with this.
Yeah, you do.
Where it's cool. It's cool if you don't feel like
There's
but
Bob
I
Shea.
do enjoy the actual dream.
There's our Bob Shea cameo.
I think that's cool. Oh, that's.
There it is.
There it is. Oh boy.
Oh, that would have hurt your feet so bad. I mean, really the rock to the head would have hurt too, but.
Wait, what just happened? Oh, that's so cool. I think that's cool.
That's very Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It is. So what, did it wake him up? Huh.
You know the villain is going to be the main character when they show up in the first 3 minutes of the movie.
That is true.
Like, that's just the way it is, Ooh, that would have been interesting. Slasher Fred said, I read that the character of John Doe was going to be revealed to be Jason, or not Jason. What? No. What was his name?
Is that not his name?
No, well, the kid from Dream Child. But wasn't his name Daniel? Maybe it was Jason Daniel. I don't know. I don't remember what the kid's full name was, but that would have been cool. I would have dug that. What's up, Flet? What's going on, man?
Hey, man. So I'm reading this synopsis on YouTube. Freddy finally confronts the one person he's never been able to defeat, a psychologist who now learns the source of her longtime nightmares, Freddy's daughter, and Freddy's dead, the final nightmare.
Oh, well, you just got a big plot point spoiled. Yeah, Freddy has a daughter.
Well, I mean, at this point, yeah. I mean, that's something. I feel like it's something I would have read. Like, if I would have picked up this VHS and read the back, I feel like that's something I would have seen. So it's fine.
Yeah. Got to get some Dawson's Creek going here.
Thanks for the visit, Dad.
La da 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 dum bum bum. They also went with the whole 8-bit thing,
What do you mean they ate it?
like the game thing. You'll see more of what I'm talking about later.
Oh. It's a it's a valid it's a valid rule. If I do say so myself, I would not want my car blown up. Dang. What a
That's foreshadowing right there. One of these days, you're gonna have to face your father.
oh boy. What is
Bro's about to get himself an assault charge.
LOL? Who does the who does he look like? Hmm. Was that young boy Breckenmeyer?
I forget what his name is.
Not him.
It's the guy from. Yes, it's Breckenmeyer from. You're right. That is his name.
That's so cool. I'm not gonna lie. There's a level of cheesy that these actors have in the 80s with
Yeah.
horror.
Right. It was just. It was the times,
It's like
man.
the don't do drugs kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of commercials. You know what I mean? I like
Yep.
that. That was pretty cool.
Clueless. That's the other thing he was in. I was trying to think what else
Who,
Breckenmeyer was in. Yeah.
He was in Garfield, Herbie. He was also in that TV show that came out. What was it called? Good Girl, something like that. I don't know. Trying to see if there's anyone else that like I recognize in this so far. Is Alice Cooper in this movie?
Yeah.
That's cool,
Alice
dude.
Cooper's
I
in it.
love the fact.
Yep.
Dude, we have to watch that movie that we got. Remember that your mom gave me?
I know we
gave
do.
us.
We do. We do. You're right.
What was it called? It was Bigfoot.
I forget
Yeah,
what it's called.
yeah. This movie has Alice Cooper in it too. We need to check that out.
Yeah.
Dang, 23 minutes. That's not long at all.
No, it's not. Dream therapy.
You know what he looks like? He looks like the young kid in the Dream Warriors. Is that who it
Yeah,
is?
he looks like Kincaid, but it's not.
Oh,
Slasher Fred said, I think that the movie is really about abuse because you find out that Freddy was abused by his foster father, and you have these trio of teens in this group home who are also abused by their parents. Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, it's about, essentially, you could say the whole thing is about, like,
drama.
trauma. Yeah, you got to get into Jamie Lee Curtis thing. Trauma. But essentially, it's about, what parenthood can do, in, in negative ways.
So,
Jeez, dude,
that came
calm
out of nowhere.
down. Yeah, like all she did was ask you a question.
So this kid has amnesia, so he wouldn't remember if he fell asleep.
Right.
That's pretty whack. That's like a prime. That's like a prime candidate for like Freddy. I meant the soda, bro. I tell you what, a Pepsi or a Coke could not keep me up if I was that tired. Not even a
Yeah.
Monster.
I don't. Yeah.
You remember back
You
then?
sound
It was
like
like
Jimmy.
if you wanted like a shot of caffeine, like you just drink a soda. Like soda would not do it for me.
Yeah. You sound like Jimmy in Halloween too. You want to cook?
You want to cook?
He gently rubs her hand. It's exactly how he says it. It sounds like he's saying, "You want to cock? You want to cook?"
Oh my God.
Like what?
I thought that was her.
Krueger woman still missing.
That seems like a, I don't know. It seemed like a weird jump or jump to a different
I
song.
wonder why they decided to dive into his backstory.
Into
Pretty
who?
much the entire
Krueger?
franchise. Yeah. Like we went the entire franchise without like getting super into his like story as a person until this one. My wife when I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm snoring.
That's pretty funny right there. Huh. Was that supposed to be cool in 3D?
Oh, here we go. There's the water tower.
Is that Freddy's daughter? That is.
No comment.
That
Indistinct man's
psychiatrist.
voice.
That psychiatrist is Freddy's daughter. You gotta tag me.
Gross.
Ew.
Come to daddy.
Ew.
Yeah. It's pretty gross.
I don't know. I feel like I'm already kind of liking the movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you?
A little bit. So he's already asleep. Oh, that's cool. That's like a Johnny Depp kind of
Yeah.
callback.
And then boom, here we are.
Oh boy.
Nightmare
So-
fuel right there. You look over and there's a little girl holding a doll. Play with me.
You got me all sorts of things.
You'd have punted that girl across the room if you'd have turned over and she was standing there with a doll.
Oh, 10 out of 10. Yep.
So it's coming across like he's sleepwalking, which is kind of dope. Wow, the CGI is just
whoa.
impeccable.
So
It's
like, is
just
the officer
amazing.
seeing him just like float up in the air like that?
I guess so. Yeah.
That's pretty whack. Like, can you imagine? Like, you're just chilling and watching these kids, and then all of a sudden, like, oh boy, just starts levitating, like stepping on air.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. The padded room.
He just nonchalantly just killed someone.
There's no way.
Oh. That's so funny. Oh wait, this thing's backwards. That's so funny. Oh, is he like? Is
You
he
know
like?
you're in the 90s when you see a dare don't do drugs kids thing in the back.
I mean, that's what it was back then. Yeah.
I would just like to say the only two posters on that thing, it was a dare drug thing, like the dare sticker, the black and red sticker, and then also a cocaine and crack information sheet. If that doesn't say early 90s, I don't know what does.
It does. Wasn't there like a lion? Wasn't that the mascot? It was like
What?
dare. It was a dare lion.
Of the dare
right?
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't need you, Mom.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like her.
Wow.
That's a pretty bad ban. Springwood's only like 2 miles away.
Yeah, they
Oh, how
acted like they had to
convenient.
go to like another state.
Yeah. Like if anything, like if you could jog your way back to Springwood.
A nice place to live.
Wait, what was that population?
15,000 something.
Huh. It seemed like you need to sleep. Oh boy. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. She could lose her license doing this, dog. That's kidnapping kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are all abused kids. Let me say that right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Confirm that. Yes. All abused
Yes.
kids. It adds up.
And she's their psychiatrist. She's,
Okay.
they're basically like her patients.
Okay. Like already, do you feel like this is much better than like the Dream Warriors kind of relationship? Or like, what's your superpower?
I don't know. They're just different. I don't know if it's necessarily comparable.
Comparable. I gotcha.
Bro, she is trusting them to drive back to the shelter. I'm just like, let's just throw that out there. She's literally trusting them to just do what they're supposed to do.
I still can't get over Brecken right now. He looks so young.
Yeah. Gross.
Hey man, it's county fair. What more can you say?
You know what's creepy is that there's no kids. Have you
Is this
noticed
a
that?
dream?
It's all adults.
Is this a dream?
The idea is that Freddy's killed all the kids. And all of the adults are just kind of like in ruins over it.
Huh. That's interesting. That girl, that Olay is like, a boy.
Yeah. So he said the phone's out of order. She said, so's this town.
Oh my god.
Gross.
These are more weird than fucking Freddy himself.
Do you realize who that is, right?
Who is that?
That's Roseanne.
That's Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. Again, cameos.
Wow.
But like why?
That's nuts.
Yeah. And it's funny, they had to throw in the Twin Peaks had just come out, so they had to throw in the Twin Peaks reference, which she had said was kind of part of the reason she wanted to go with the goofier comedy side of things too, you know.
Yeah. That's so odd.
It's just that like it's so much at this point and I don't know if it's because he had become a pop culture icon, but it was so much about fitting into the stigma of the time period and of the culture. And you know, does that make sense?
Yeah, I can see that.
The children shall endure.
So I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out still.
You don't say.
I mean, I would be too if Roseanne Barr was staring me down like that. Have you seen like what's going on with her?
I don't keep
Like
up with that
she
crap.
fell off. Like
I haven't kept up with it.
she did a comedy special, and it was just
Yeah.
so bad. It was
Yeah.
ridiculously like
I
cringy.
haven't kept up with it. What's up,
And
Rosalia?
hey,
Thought she was gonna go somewhere else, but it's okay.
yep, we both were on the same boat. Why is she like so like angry?
Standoffish?
Yeah. And this girl right
See, I
here,
don't.
I swear, she's got like some sort of like nothing can hurt me kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, ooh.
I don't think it's as entertaining of a film, like from a story perspective.
Hmm.
You know
Well, I mean, like it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it's continuing like the story that
what happened
that
before? It's
predates
its
it.
own
But I mean,
thing,
then again, like what could you predate with that?
right?
That's pretty
The
cool.
whole
I like
vibe and
that.
everything, like the setting, the vibe, and I know technically it's still Springwood, but like it's you can tell it feels a little bit bigger. It's not confined to this one street and to this one, or these few couple of locations.
Yeah, yeah, I'm hearing you, bro. Back when we were using maps,
Yeah.
what is bothering you right now? Oh, it's getting bigger. That's funny. That's so funny.
Yeah.
You're fucked. That's good. I love this already. I don't know. I think I'm gonna like the dream sequences a lot more. I think that's one thing that I kind of wish we got a lot more of, or kind of like I don't know, really had more fun with was the dream sequences.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think already I'm kind of liking Spencer and Spencer's group as compared to like Maggie's group. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. So this town is
It's
like
kind of
all sorts of
sad.
buggered up.
It is. It's pretty sad, but like at the same time though, like the government would be here, dude. Like it would be,
Like this entire town would have been like, removed from history, I would say, if something
right.
like this that bad happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Oh boy's eyes. See, I feel like this is already a dream. That's what gets me.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, this is really trippy. Hmm.
But see, it's so like
It's way too
it's
on the nose, if you ask me.
exactly. I could not have said it better. It just kind of like spoon feeds it to you, and
Hmm.
like I'm already sick of them coming up on this same statue again. Like it's this one spoon feeds you everything way too much instead of just
Hmm.
kind of organically like letting the plot unfold. It's just like the dream sequence was cool, but I don't really care about any of the characters.
Hmm.
That's kind of why I'm not really a big fan of Freddy's Dead, is just because I don't think the story and the characters are good enough. There are good moments. I mean, there are some good Freddy moments, and there are some good things that happen in it, and there are some cool lines. But overall, it feels like the story is not good enough. It just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't stand up nearly to even some of the worst ones.
Yeah, yeah. I am the one who don't weigh a ton, who don't need a gun to get respect upon the streets. If you know what I'm talking about.
No, what'd you say?
You don't know the lyric, like it was like I am the one who don't weigh a ton, like that one. You know what I'm talking about?
I
That
don't know.
song?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Guys, if you know, you know.
See, like that's pretty cool.
This is like his playground. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
it just seems like he's enjoying himself. Or like I can't tell what's a dream and what feels like it's real life or something.
And there it is.
And there's the real house. Who's just gonna walk up into a random house and just go sleep? I about said, yeah, the shelter dog, criminally underfunded. It looked bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The shelter didn't look all that different from this.
No, not really. Yeah. I feel like that's just the studio just not giving any more venues. It beats the streets. Everyone is like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't fall asleep. Oh, that was pretty good.
This one definitely feels more 90s too.
I
don't know what it is. There's a very in some ways the 80s and the 90s are very similar, but then in other ways it's like there's such a stark contrast between the vibe of the 80s and the vibe of the 90s, especially in film. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm totally following you on that.
And this one definitely falls more into that 90s-esque feel.
Mm-hmm. Which
Carlos, Tracy, Carlos, Tracy, Carlos, Tracy, Tracy, Carlos.
See, that's a pretty cool transition, if you ask me.
It is cool. It's a cool transition. The dream sequences are pretty good. I'll agree with you there. Like that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
It's trippy. It's weird. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. And that's something that I always enjoy because I don't know, man. There's something about trippy dream sequences that I just love so much. Is that what she did?
Ugh.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh. Oh, that's so. Oh, that's wild.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah. How I actually made him. Huh. I don't
know, man. It's kind of cool.
I'm enjoying
the dream sequences are neat.
Yeah.
I think they're by far the best part, though.
Story-wise, I could literally care less about what the fuck,
Yeah, that's the thing is, and you'll see this as you go on throughout the film. Like, it's just,
yeah.
I don't care about the characters anymore by the end of the movie than I do about them at the beginning of the movie. You know.
Yeah.
It's not, but it's different. It's so different than you just being. See, he's such an asshole. It's different than just being there to die. You know what I mean?
Anything. Yeah.
Like, it's not. There's a difference between a character that's just there to die, and a character that's written so poorly that you just don't care. Like, he just looked at the camera and like motioned. Like, he just broke the fourth wall. That's where we're at with this character.
I think it's cool that his hearing is like based on the hearing aid.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh, what is that? Well, at least you can hear now.
This is a pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty messed up.
What? They
The
probably
way he
make his head
dies.
explode.
Because it's like, be careful what you wish for.
Is he gonna like? Oh, that's gonna be so loud, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, this is gonna be reckless. Oh, that's not too bad.
Definitely a be careful what
no.
you wish for.
I forget because Freddy doesn't know. He doesn't. None of these kids know who Freddy is.
Not really, no.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't too loud. Bro, if I burst my own eardrum, listen to this. Oh no.
He almost acts like a mime.
Yeah.
It's like a cross between a mime and Bugs Bunny. And still Freddy.
Oh, here we go. I hate this already. Ugh. Do you not
Pretty
feel
rough,
that?
isn't it?
I feel that.
What? When he's skipping the glove?
Yes.
Whew.
I don't mind that. I'm not gonna lie. That was gnarly.
The voice is also slightly different. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Maggie Cat? Seen you
Hey,
have a
man.
cast before, man. What's going on? Welcome. Rosalie, Freddy's Dead came out in 1991. 1991. So it was the first Elm Street film to be released in the 90s.
Even though I remember like back then I used to consider this like a 90s kind of franchise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Maga said new here, but notorious in the community. Yeah, man. I've seen you in other chats before, so good to have you, man. If you guys want to watch with us, we are currently.
I know. I kind of got like really into this.
Yeah, we're almost 40 minutes into Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. So about 30 seconds away from 40 minutes. I'll let you know when.
Like I'm already.
Carlos just died. The hearing death. So we will be at 40 minutes in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 40 minutes in. To this big old turd.
I think I think the one thing you can do to help any viewers out that are trying to watch this after the fact, do you
What?
timestamp these like whenever you're doing like the check-ins?
Um, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you were doing that.
Oh, would you like a spot of tea?
Oh. Uh, I was like, that'd been cool. It's it's an orphanage, not secret
Yeah,
witness protection program.
yeah. But like that was just lying there after all this time. Like
Hmm.
it's way too on the nose with stuff.
That's what makes me think that this is like they're in a dream. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
everything's way too on the nose, so it's like it's hard for me to decipher like what could be in a dream. Like could they? Because you said like both of them have been having like the same dream. So who am I to think that maybe these two are having like the same dreams right now?
R- right. That's fair.
Hey, let's get out of here. Get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if this is some crazies level stuff right here, like
Oh, I believe it.
this is the Halloween resurrection of the Elm Street franchise.
Don't say that.
It is. Sorry,
Is it?
it is. Yep.
Hey.
There's my boy Johnny.
Is this in Don't Do Drugs? On drugs. Yeah. I'm all for that. Do you not like Robert Englund's new voice in this?
Uh, it's always changed like quite a bit.
Yeah.
This is one of the more wild sequences of the franchise.
Yeah. I feel like
It's
Freddy is
very
like
90s. This
prime
is what I
time
meant
Freddy.
when I said earlier that they went very 8-bit with everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we were tripping out now. Did you say we were supposed to like get high watching this one? Because
What'd
you
you say?
notice how they didn't find Carlos. Like we haven't found Carlos's body.
Right. 8-bit.
That's true. That's funny.
Dude is straight up playing a video game.
Yeah.
Wes Craven's monster villain that he created based off of childhood bullies and some dude that he saw that scared him as a kid is now playing a video game
And bullying
with his
people.
legs kicked up on a desk.
Oh wow. Is this? I don't mind this, man.
Great graphics. Do you like the comical Freddy? Like
I
the
just I
kind of
don't mind.
joking?
I don't mind Freddy right now. I really don't. The story again, like not really caring for, but
The
Freddy,
story sucks.
I'm
Like
all
let's just
for it.
call a spade a spade. The story's terrible.
Let's call a spade a spade. Yes. The story does indeed suck. Whoa, great graphics.
Ugh.
Uh, why do they look like they're about to kiss? What do you call that? Rational?
The graphics friggin' kill me, man.
Is he
Like
like?
what?
Is it kind of like sleepwalking right now?
Yeah, that's kind of a theme in this one where it's like that's been explored a few times already. The idea of sleepwalking
Yeah.
during your dream and like what it does to you in the real
See,
world.
this like zoopy like tones I'm hearing right now. Yeah, I could tell why you feel like this is like Looney Tunes.
Rosalia said, "Have you ever seen that movie where a pre-burned Freddy gets interviewed by police?" I feel like yes. I think I know what you're talking about. I may have only seen it once, but I think I do know what you're talking about.
Hey, yo,
Listen,
Stella.
I've always said that I think it'd be really cool to do a prequel series where you explored the like do it kind of like a murder mystery type thing, a really dark gothic murder mystery story, like a whodunit thing, about Freddy pre-burn, and then I think do it as a series and the first season with Freddy being burned. I think that'd be kind of cool. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Magog, you're right. Confessions of Fred Krueger. I have seen that. You're right. The Power Glove. What do you think of the makeup in this one, Miguel? I don't like it as much.
It's not as great. I'm not following her. That's funny. Well, it's not really all that graphic, if you ask me. You know what I mean?
What the kills?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't been too bloody and gross.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, there's blood, of course, but that's Freddy's soul. I mean, a boy's soul.
That was some Dream Warriors BS right there.
She said, I could do a backflip.
You know what I don't
Her
like
acting
though?
is freaking awful.
I know. Lisa, and I know Rosie mentioned Lisa Zane a minute ago, but like she's so nonchalant about everything, which is like weird to me. Like given everything you just saw over the last 20 minutes,
Yeah,
she's
you just saw
like, he died. I'm sorry. Let's leave.
you just saw Brecken like jump his way
what
throughout everything.
like what?
What
And here
movies
we are again.
has Lisa Zan been in? I've literally never heard of any of these.
Lisa Zane. Let's see.
It's really you wouldn't have known any of these. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't have expected to.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing major, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, she was Jennifer Walters in the. I said that like I'm German. Jennifer Walters. She was Jennifer Walters in the 1996 Hulk TV series, which is pretty cool.
Oh, cool. So wait, is he stuck in a dream sequence now?
That's
Is.
kind of neat.
That's funny.
What, him being stuck in the dream sequence?
Yeah, he said nothing's gonna get me off this bed. Hard.
At least the fire was practical and not done with CG effects.
Yeah.
And here we are again.
I think that's so funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of like a sick loop for him, for his character, you know.
Like, how are they gonna get? Like, are they actually getting out of town right now?
That was the idea, I believe.
His shirt became a parachute. Dang.
Yeah.
He just
Dude hit the eject button. And it's always, have you noticed it's always right before they get out of Springwood?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Freddy's just enjoying himself.
He's just a menace.
Yeah.
You know?
An absolute menace. Oh.
Again, 2 on the nose. We didn't need to. It's like they're just having to spell out the entire plot for you rather than letting the audience member kind of slowly put pieces together. They just have to like spoon feed it to you. It's not good writing. It's just, you know. That's very Bugs Bunny-esque.
Right here? Yeah.
Him pushing that out.
Oh. like
there's the
Maggie
most solid
all of a
acting we've seen out of
so
Lisa Dane.
much. Yeah. So now it's gotta decipher which one is technically speaking.
Yeah.
Like which one of these two are the daughter.
Right.
Yeah, this
Bro
makeup
looks like he just drank a nice big old warm glass of milk.
That's funny.
It's Morbin time.
Explain this to me now.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
He said, "No screaming while the boss is in motion."
You know, say what you will about Friday the 13th, but at least they didn't rewrite the rules pretty much in every single movie. They pretty much rewrote the rules in every
because I don't understand these rules.
Elm Street movie.
Yeah, I don't understand these rules.
And they loosely tie together in terms, and I'm not talking the characters. I'm talking like the rules themselves. Like it's just, it's not. I don't know. It's always been kind of nuts.
Yeah, like I want to try to understand like how the rules are played in this, but again, it's really hard to keep track of it.
Right. Maga, let me get through this chat real quick. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Maga said, in my opinion, part 2 has the best makeup and super scary Freddy and a hot redhead. Yeah, I agree with you. I think part 2 is the best looking and sounding Freddy. It's the best Robert Englund ever played the character at all. Rosalia said redheads have fire color, but brunettes have fire blood, baby. Heck yeah. F base. What's up, F base? If they remake Nightmare number 1 set in 1984, number 2 same storyline with some new surprises, hell, just copy TCM 2003 remake. There's a reason why 03 remake is so beloved. It doesn't try and change too much. I adore the Texas Chainsaw 2003 remake. I think it's maybe the best of any of the 2010s horror, 2010s horror remakes. I think it's arguably the best one. And yeah, I would agree with you. It doesn't change too much. It's just not crazy, you know?
This girl.
Again, the most solid acting we've seen. I hope she never sees this. She's probably going to be like, whatever.
I mean, granted, like I'm sure she probably like knows like this is like probably not one of her best works, respectfully. Whatever. I'm sure it's one of her most famous, but probably not her best.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny thinking about the rules and kind of how they play into each other. Like, honestly, if you think about it, the whole "it's a boy" thing in part 5, and the whole Freddy wants to become a daddy, like that, basically just like kind of deems all of this unnecessary, you know?
Like him wanting to be a daddy implies that he never had a kid in the first place.
Exactly.
Which means like this movie seems like.
So like, why are we suddenly being like, oh, he had a long lost daughter and he, you know, whatever, all this stuff happened, and
yeah, like where did that come from?
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab another beer real quick.
Hey, can you grab me one too? Hey guys, I don't think you heard me. Let me see if I can get your guys' chat over here. Yeah, I think that the one thing I'll note that with the whole Friday 13th vibe is the fact that like every single movie that's came out kind of has like its different type of script. Like it's almost everything in the previous movie. The sequel pretty much retcons everything that was in the previous. If that makes sense. And I always thought that in these movies so far. You good?
Yep, I'm good.
Did you get me a beer?
Myself a Sam Adams Cold Snap. That's what I'm drinking right now. It's that OG theme, which I dig. The original has the best music, I'll say that.
Are we gonna see Robert Englund like with no makeup in this?
I don't know. Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's so funny. Oh, did she find out her?
And the mannerisms.
Oh. Never go in there. Did she find out? Oh my god, this is a bunch of like chopped up people. Wait, what am I missing? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what did I just miss? Like, she just straight up walked through all of this. Uh,
Now, what makes that cool is if you think about the way the original film opened,
yeah.
that whole montage of him making the glove, that's basically what we're seeing right now. Like, that's the room, you know?
Oh shit, that is true. Hey, yo, Lisa.
So Maggie is
Finally
Freddy's
realizing.
daughter. Yes.
Hey, nice boots. I have that same sweater.
I love the way he stands.
I know. He looks menacing right here. Why did she look like she was gonna like do something, but then like quickly quivered back?
Yeah, she looked like she was about to like slap him across the face.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're back at that again.
Okay.
It
Literally,
also gives his
I do not
entire
remember.
motive.
Yeah.
Now it's all about revenge. Like that gives the entire franchise, his motive throughout the entire franchise, a completely different like purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one of my favorite lines ever.
No. That's pretty cool.
I love that. I love that because it's like he can be anywhere. You know what I mean? That
Mm-hmm.
opens it up. I will say that's something cool that this film does is it opens up the entire thing. In a
Bro,
little bit of a
this place
different
is
way than we've seen it
trash.
before. It really is. They need to get some funding in some of these places in Springwood, like ASAP.
Wait, what just happened?
There's
Uh-oh.
zero funding in any of these friggin' places.
Yeah, 0. Oh, she's back in her abusive. Ugh.
F Base said, "Do you guys think Nightmare 5 or 6 is the most hated in the original series?" I would say 6 is. Personally, that would be my take. I think 6 is way worse than 5. Way worse than 5. But
I think I think
sorry.
I would pick 5 if I were to guess. I'm not gonna lie. For me, like I kind of like 6 a lot more than 5 right now.
This bothers me too. Cuz we get into
Yeah,
her past
yeah.
trauma of her dad being a perv
Mm,
and, sexual abuse. It really is about abuse in a lot of ways.
it really is.
Disgusting.
You're not my dad. Oh my god. There you go. There you go. Give it one more swing. There you go. There you go. Yep. You go, Ellie. You go, Ellie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dang. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how Ellie would felt if that would happen?
Gross.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That was a cool transition too.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny.
I like that he still
Like
grunts and makes noises like
these these fight sequences are funny. It's like the Infinity Gauntlet. What are you gonna do? Oh, she's smart.
Yeah. Well, Nancy did the same kind of thing in the original, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, she's pretty
Um,
smart.
Getting to Rosie, your comment. Do you see Freddy vs. Jason as a standalone Freddy movie? I kind of see Freddy vs. Jason as a sequel for both of them. Yeah, like as a like it could be a standalone film in both of their franchises. Honestly, I think so.
I guess so because it really works on both of their main attributes. One being Freddy enjoying his fun, messing with these kids, and Jason just literally just being reawakened, just
It's. I will
messing
say, I
it
think
up.
Freddy vs. Jason is more of a Freddy movie than it is a Jason movie.
Yes, it seems
But
like it
that's
seems like uh it seems like with Freddy versus Jason, it seems like Freddy is using Jason again. Freddy is using Jason
right.
to make people remember
Yeah,
him, and so that's pretty much like been his like main motive. So like it does seem like a Freddy
and
movie more, but there's so many
I mean,
Jason elements there.
there's also more lore there too for the Freddy stuff, which makes sense. You know.
Mhm. I love how Freddy has to fight. Like he has to
Yeah.
fight.
Bro, keep going. I never understand why these people stop.
Bro,
Not that it
it
would
takes a
matter, but
lot. I love this. I love this, dude. Oh,
remember he did that in the original too.
yeah. Did they?
Yeah.
Huh.
In part 3.
What?
Whatever. Stupid.
Wait, I'm not fully comprehending. Is there another rule that's about to be uh
We we bring back the pull things out of your dream stuff, which is nice.
yeah.
What's up, Doc?
It's a quick cut. So it's like tracing back all the way to like the first one.
Right. But again, even that's kind of stupid because they've tried that so many other times, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Rosalia asked if we were going to the H45 convention. As much as I would absolutely love to, I don't think it's going to be in the cards for us this year. But I would love. It's a goal. It's been a goal since we started the channel, to be able to go to H50. So hopefully we're gonna take a big trip and we're gonna go to H50 when that happens.
Hey
So,
man, yeah, I'm all excited for
hell,
it.
we
I would
have
love
5 years to
to.
plan for it. So
That is
we're just
true.
gonna have to. I mean, Miguel, we're gonna be in Pasadena on a trip. Like that's gonna be a big. That's a big
You
goal,
want to do like
but
a road trip or
it's a
just like
goal.
fly over there?
Uh, we could make it a trip.
Content wise, a road trip would be dope.
Content wise, we need to make it a trip.
But a flight sounds much happier to me.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I wish we could be at H45, but I definitely want to be at H50. And I think H50 will probably be massive just because it's 50 years, you know. So,
Oh yeah, I get that.
And who knows? Maybe we'll have some other Halloween stuff going on in 5 more years. Because that'll be 6 years post Halloween ends. So.
I mean, you don't know. Someone's probably writing like a script right now for a Halloween movie, and we don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
you never know.
Oh boy, here comes
Here's
the
where
3D glasses use.
Stupid 3D crap comes in.
Is that where things?
Dumb. I believe so. Yeah.
Is that where like we get like the 3D stuff?
I think so. I think that's where you were supposed to put them on. Now,
That's
obviously,
cool.
that's not in our edition, but
I think I would definitely. I can tell that'd be a 3D moment right there.
yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool. Can you imagine? Maggie. I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty gross.
That kind of is. I mean, like again, I'm gonna say this is pretty trippy, and I don't mind it.
This is stupid. This is maybe one of the dumbest things they ever did in the entire franchise.
This was like all like 3D fest right now.
Yeah, but those 3 things, unbelievably stupid.
As compared to what?
I don't know. They tried to make it like a I don't know. You'll see. It's just dumb.
Yeah, what is this? Like the final boss layer?
It's the final countdown. Ba-da-da-ba. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Rosie said, "I got to go to H45 since in case I'm dead for 50." Don't be dead for 50. You got to be there for us.
Yeah, we gotta get ready to see you.
Listen, I'm calling it now. If we go to H45, us, Mike and Jay, all of you guys, we're all getting together. Like, it's happening. We're getting together in Pasadena. It's happening. If we ended up going to
Oh boy. Why did someone pull out a gerbil like that? Is this young Freddy?
Yep.
I don't like this.
He's got young Dag Ferrick Myers from Rob Zombie's Halloween.
I don't like this. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Ugh. He was sick. There's Alice. Alice Cooper plays Freddy Krueger's dad. Let's just take a minute and think about how cool that is.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine you whooping your boy and like he looks at you and says, "Can I have another?" Oh.
There it is.
The fire.
It's what started it all.
Are these the dream
Those
people?
3 things. Yeah. Stupid. I could have gone without that being a part of it. It would have been cooler to say he just came back as a ghost. Like
Mm.
that would have been the cooler thing to do, you know?
Oh God, is he
That's
killing
that.
his?
Just the audio of that sounds really bad.
Yeah.
Bro repeatedly bashed her head into a tree.
Robert Englund looks creepy even without the makeup.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the mannerisms. It's the Freddy mannerisms without the makeup, which is kind of equally as creepy.
Yeah. Did she?
Yeah, can we give a timestamp? Absolutely. Let's see. We will be an hour and 17 minutes in just a minute. I'll tell you when. Hour and 17 minutes. Got about 15 seconds. Hour and 17 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 hour and 17 minutes.
What's going on right now?
She's trying to pull him out of the dream.
It's funny. 3D.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because everyone's still wearing their 3D glasses.
Yeah.
Bro, what kind of
I know. Like, what kind of facility is this?
yes.
Like, yeah. Who has that?
That's a 3D moment right there. Do we? There's Robert.
Robert E.
Trying to justify what happened.
Yeah, it tries to make you like all sympathetic towards him. Whatever. Nah. Even if it's fake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That 3 friggin' D though.
That's cool. Bro, what kind of facility is this? She yeeted that bat.
Yeah.
The script says, lose the bat. She
Right?
says, say it.
Yeah. She said, say no more.
You said his death is pretty dumb.
Here's the stereotypical thing where we got to go through every single person that's ever died. Whatever.
That's true.
Okay.
Mm.
Gross.
Oh my god. What? I know they're really trying to make this seem like a really like struggle, like fight.
Yeah, but it doesn't do a very good job, does it?
Mm-hmm.
And when did she become like Kung Fu master?
That's true. Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. It's such a letdown for like such an iconic character.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Why? What do you think's getting ready to happen?
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I don't like. I don't. Yeah.
Take that glove off, bitch. Well, I think I've seen this still. Oh, girl made a.
Oh, whatever. Shut up.
That was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
And he ripped the. I
You mean
forgot
he couldn't
about
have done
that. I forgot about that. The
That was so
3D
3D.
effect. And those three stupid things that don't make any sense. I don't know. What? It's such a letdown, man.
That is so funny.
No, wait.
And that's it?
That's the end.
Oh my god.
I told you it sucked. It's the worst. It's got the worst ending to a franchise of any of them.
It
The
seemed like
absolute single worst ending to a character and to a franchise of any.
it seemed like
people
an
who say-
epilogue, if anything.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. I don't know. I compared to and it's cool seeing the montage of everything, like in the credits and stuff, but like I don't know. It's the story is not well written. The characters are not well written. It seems like an afterthought. Like they had like, oh, we got to come up with something to make it work. It just seems like they don't know what the hell they wanted to do with it, and I don't understand.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't understand why they chose to end it like that. And again, I know like Bob Shade said they were running out of ideas, and they were, and it's evident that they were running out of ideas. But I just don't like why. Like, why would you do if you're gonna do the daughter thing? That's one thing, but she stabs him with a pipe bomb, and then
Which, by the way, was
like,
in a psychiatric facility.
Exactly, the psychiatric facility, the weapons. What psychiatric facility has a weapons locker? Makes no sense. It's not a good film. It's my least favorite of the entire franchise. Honestly, it just doesn't appeal to me.
I'll say this, yeah, script wise, it is.
There's the dog pissing fire.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I don't know, script wise, it is horrendous. But I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had time.
It's a fun watching it. It's fun like to do this and what we're doing and to watch it with other people and whatever. But it's just, I mean, Rosalie, you're right. It's ridiculous. The plot is just, it's trash. It really is. It's hot, steaming garbage.
There isn't much to like kind of redeem this movie other than the fact that like Freddy is actually just there to have fun. Like, I'm just here to have fun. So I mean, other than that, man, like I can't really speak much on like this film. For me to like put this on a rating right now, I can't. I'm not gonna lie, because I want to give something that like if I watch it again, I'm like, yo, actually, this movie is actually hot trash. This is just me watching it with like very minimal sleep right now. So I mean, I'm probably just a slap happy with this thing inside. I think
this movie is maybe a 3.5 out of 10 for me.
3.5. I'm not talking
pretty
about,
low. I'm
talking about like ranking it. I'm talking about like ranking it right now. I know.
I can tell you where it ranks in the franchise for me too. It's last.
Bottom.
It's just straight up bottom. Like not even by a landslide. I mean, and I know a lot of people hate the remake. I don't hate the remake as much as some other people do. So I'm curious. I haven't watched the remake in a couple of years, so I'm curious to go back and check that out. But this is not one. This is when I rewatch the Halloween franchise, a lot of times I'll skip over Resurrection. I skip this one. I just don't care. I don't care to watch it. I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the plot. I don't care about what they were trying to do with it. It's garbage. Honestly, it is. So. But as Rosie said, it's a fun watch along, and you guys were here for it. You all showed up tonight, and that's so cool. Throughout the night, it's been a steady group of people that's kind of cycled through here, so that's been really cool to see. Guys, live commentary, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Thanks so much for joining us. New episodes of our shows premiere every single week at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at LTM Podcast KY. Be sure to tune in for the Purely and Simply Evil deep dive into Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. The conversation is not over. And then, of course, we'll hop into Wes Craven's new Nightmare. And then we'll hop into the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. And then we are done with the Elm Street franchise. We've made it through all of them. So if you want to go back and check out the other ones, we already made it through Halloween. We've made it through a couple of other films in there. Go ahead and check that out. There's a whole playlist on our channel. Go check out our channel. You all know that. But be sure to leave this one a like. And comment down below. Let us know where Freddy's Dead falls in your A Nightmare on Elm Street ranking. Kind of curious to see what people thought.
Please let us know. I'm excited to hear.
So, absolutely. But guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Have an awesome rest of your weekend, and we'll see you sometime soon. All right? Take it easy. Peace.
Peace.